Steve Jobs, this is your life. At Apple in 2 minutes. April 1st, 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak form Apple Computer in a garage. That summer, the Apple I computer is released at the devilish price of $666.66. 1 year later, in 1977, the Apple II is unveiled. It does color. Apple sales hit $1 million. 1983, the Lisa computer is born, named after Jobs' daughter Lisa. It has a graphical user interface, but it doesn't really take off. 1984, Jobs introduces the Macintosh, which also has a graphical user interface like the Lisa. Unlike the Lisa, the Macintosh sells like hotcakes. 1985, Apple CEO John Sculley, who Jobs convinced to join Apple in 1983, forces Jobs out of Apple. 1986 to 1996, Jobs forms a new company called Next Computers, while Apple brings us such piles of crap as the Newton and allows third-party hardware companies to build Macintosh clones. 1996, Apple buys Next Computers. That's Steve Jobs' company. 1997, Jobs is named interim CEO of Apple and kills off the whole Mac clones thing. Then in 98, he kills the Newton, Apple becomes profitable again, and unveils the wildly successful iMac. 2001, Steve Jobs, now the CEO of Apple, unveils the iPod. Music will never be the same. Mac OS X is also unveiled and still used today, which is an operating system using technology Jobs developed at Next. 2003, Jobs unveils the iTunes Music Store, which sells 1 million songs in its first week. He's onto something. 2007, Jobs unveils the iPhone. Tech journalists scoff that it lacks too many features, only to find that the general public doesn't give a rat's patoot what tech journalists think. Oh. 2009, after months of unexplained weight loss, Jobs finally goes on medical leave. He returns in June and it's discovered that he had a liver transplant. 2010, Jobs unveils the iPad and Apple manages to sell 15 million of them in 9 months. Once again, he's onto something. 2011, Jobs takes another medical leave in early January, yet reappears to unveil the iPad 2 in March and keynote Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference in June. On August 24th, Jobs steps down as CEO, handing the reins over to Tim Cook.